All right, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the pre-market prep. I hope everyone's having an amazing morning. I hope you had a great day yesterday. Good morning, Thor. How are you doing today?
Hey, I'm awesome. Good to see everybody this morning.
All right, excellent. Okay, man, let's get into it. About for those that do not know, Norm is not feeling well. Yesterday, you could tell he was getting a little bit sick there. So hopefully he's okay. And the timing, no, there's no great time to get sick. But man, he's going on vacation next week with his family. So I hope he gets better just to get better, and I hope it's well before he goes away. All right, guys, let's get into it. So today, Thor is going to be taking his spot and going to be helping us out for the pre-market prep here this morning. All right, let's get into it, guys. Let's look over what we had yesterday. Let's start. Oh, that's our gappers list. Not there yet. Let's look over here. Let's start with APHA, and we'll bring our 5-minute chart over here as well. 1 second. Let's get our 5-minute from yesterday, right in here. Here we go. Let's zoom in a little bit more. Okay, there's wow. This scrolling is a lot slower than usual. Got to figure out what happened there. Maybe some settings changed. But here we are. Here's APHA, guys. Was a really good one yesterday, and we knew it was going to be in play. We didn't know it was going to trade this clean, but man, it was nice to see. Beautiful pre-market action as we saw. Again, creating a beautiful range in here, guys. Having issues with this 1588 in the pre-market. You saw that. Just couldn't get above that. But did not take long after the market opened to kind of shake things out here a little bit, and then just look at the push right to that level and then some. The beautiful continuation, the breakout of this 1588. If you missed that breakout there on the this is a tough 5-minute open range breakout to take. That is not an easy entry to get in on. But if you missed this candle, look at the pullback. Look at the support you're getting here, right? So showing a lot of strength on that 1588 that was prior resistance, and then just look at the breakout. Just a beautiful pop there this morning. So again, really nice action there on APHA this morning. Let me give me 1 second. I just want to make sure that our audio is good, guys. Things are a little bit funky this morning, so I want to make sure everything is working correctly. And let's mute this over here so we don't get an echo. Okay, can everyone hear us okay? YouTube, Trading View, our chat room, everyone's good? Just want to get a quick confirmation. Okay, perfect. All right, excellent. All right, guys. So again, APHA, a beautiful trade yesterday. You know what? I did not see TRY. How did that one trade? I know some traders took that one opposed to APHA. Let's take a quick look. Was that you, Thor, that took that one?
Yeah.
You did? Nice.
Yeah, we had a couple of good trades on these today. The watch list yesterday was really pretty dialed in. I think we had a lot of good opportunities that came out of
Yeah.
these.
Yep, fully agree. Even we knew off the bat the watches looked better than the day before. That's for sure. TRY not as clean as APHA, but again, still got a pretty nice move out of here. VXRT. Now this one just the pre-market action. That's where the action was at. I mean, this thing just kept dropping. Again, if you look at the pre-market action, that was where the majority of the move was made for the entire day. But if you come in here, guys, you can see you did get a beautiful drop here, and there was a nice reversal that Andrew took on this one as well for a quick pop there. Later in the morning, around 9:45, 10 o'clock or so, you did get a beautiful reversal of VXRT. So I guess a couple of good plays. And again, this seems small compared to the pre-market, but this is a very big move. We're going from $9 all the way to 12. So I guess a nice move there on that change in direction. Here was X. I didn't pay close attention to X. The reason why, again, just very choppy, and it tends to be that way. It really should have not been on my main list here. I think we have better stocks that were trading yesterday, but I kept it on here just in case, and it just didn't trade well. You can see that here, just brutal intraday action after the market open. Here is Apple. Apple was a lot better, a lot cleaner than a lot of the stuff we had yesterday. Look at the way it trades here. Again, the drop comes back and retests some of this moving averages and right back down. This is very clean trading. There's so many opportunities in here that you can trade this so many different ways. You got the opening range breakdown on the 5. You get a nice move down there. You got a quick test of the VWAP, cannot get above that, slams back down. This is the mini engulfing pattern here, right at the VWAP, losing the VWAP. That is a lot of great indicators, a lot of great patterns forming there for a nice drop, continuing down to the low of the day. And then at the low of the day, you have the struggle again, and look at this pullback, slamming right back down to the low of the day. That's a great entry as well. So again, just a lot lot happening on Apple. It traded very clean yesterday, amazing volume. Definitely one that it was great to look at. And then this was just horrible. This is PLTR. I mean, PLTR was just insanely choppy, and just the moves on it were just wild. Look at this one here. This is
very
32.
disappointing.
It really was, because look at this pre-market action. I mean, this pre-market
action was
action,
beautiful. I was really thinking we were gonna get something out of it.
Yeah, it was very disappointing, man. It's unfortunate, but that is PLTR for you. It can do this just nasty trading at the market open after such a beautiful pre-market. Did not expect this stuff here. All right, guys. With that said, let's take a quick look at the market today. Thor, what do we have going on? What's the latest and greatest?
So we got our initial claims, I believe, are just coming out or have just come out. I haven't had a chance to review them and see what they are. Early tweets seem to insinuate that it was a little off the numbers, COVID. So I don't know if that's going to be any big shock to the system, but keep an eye on that. If for some reason sentiment on the market shifts a little bit because of the claims, then that could cause us a little bit. Right after the claims came out, the SPY did kind of turn over just a little bit and kind of started making some new lows. So initial reaction, a little weak, but not like big sell-off, everyone freaking out already kind of a situation, thankfully.
Right.
So
right.
Diener just posted it in our chat room, 780K versus 825. So yeah, they're off a little bit, which is probably the first drop we've had on that really in a while since the Corona initiated, if you will. So we'll see how that goes. Otherwise, other than that, we've got a couple of earners coming out, but nothing that's jumping out on the list immediately. Hitting me out. Big volume today. Looks like Apple, Sava, and CCIV are carrying all the volume, but not really sure what that means for them as of yet.
All right, excellent. Just for those that are on YouTube, yes, it looks like there's an issue with the northeast entering our website. I had a little problem today. I had to keep trying, and also my system seems out of whack. So I don't know if I don't think it's our website. I think it's just something locally is happening. Who knows what's happening with the internet? But again, things just a little bit wacky today. But the website is working. Just keep trying, especially if you're in the northeast. Hopefully you can get in. But if not, we'll be on YouTube here, so you won't miss anything. All right, guys, let's get to it. We have a lot on our gapping up and down list this morning. As usual, I think this has become the norm now. This just giant list of gapping up stocks or down. Again, if you've been with us for some time, 2-3+ years, this list, we have not changed the criteria at all. It's still the same. And this list used to be literally, Thor, about 5 tickers on both sides?
Yeah, day. Absolutely. I miss those days too.
I missed them too, because it used to be very simple to see what was gapping up or down, go through the news quickly. Now you have all this stuff here. So yeah, it's just insane.
Yeah, a lot of noise.
That's what it is. A lot of noise. You got to get through a lot of the crap in here and pick out the good ones. So AVXL, let's start there. Is our link working? Let's link up our montage here this morning. Okay, here we go. Montage is linked. Excellent. Let's start with AVXL. All right, so AVXL right now, we have some volume here, up 71%. This is a 64 million shares flow, so it's not a low flow stock. 6.6 million right now. Pretty nice on the volume. The daily is a little bit wacky, not the greatest at the moment. Had a good day yesterday. Yeah, something's up. Even my whole system is just really choppy today, guys. So apologies for that. So here we go. So trying to zoom into the daily chart. I had a good day yesterday. Pre-market action right now, very, very active. I'm always concerned with these stocks that are under $5-6 and are just breaking out now, right? You got to be very careful. And obviously, some of these candles, you can see the move here going from 17 to 23, back down to 17. Scary stuff happening there. These candles are moving around 50 cents like it's a penny or two. So we'll add it as a risky pile because I think that is where it belongs. And we'll go up here and get rid of my list from yesterday. You guys see how slow this is? So let's go here. Let's add some rows. Okay, perfect. And we'll add AVXL in our risky pile right here. So all right, we'll take a look at that. What else we have? We have and Thor, if you have any news or any catalyst, you could jump in and cut me off, no problem. Just let me know anything worth anything worth mentioning. ANVS, what do we have here? So ANVS, horrible pre-market action. Had a couple of green days the last 2 days here in this week, but again, overall the pre-market not looking great. So I'm going to skip on that one. Also low flow stock sitting at 4.1 million. We definitely want to see that above more than 100,000 shares, a lot more than that, in the millions if we can. We're not seeing that there.
They actually have a
yeah,
legitimate catalyst,
they
but
do.
they got a European patent for treating acute nerve and brain
Mm-hmm.
instability. So, but I'm with you 100%. This definitely falls into that spread, low float, hard to trade category. I don't know if it'd be worth it.
Yeah, we'll have to see if that starts hitting some of our high of day scanners or bull flex scanners, with some volume. But right now we're not seeing that. LIZI, this one, a couple of good days here as well. Nice run. This one has a lot more volume, 2.6 million, 34 million shares float, and we are up 31% this morning. Now the pre-market is not clean. This daily doesn't look clean at all. The last couple of days looking somewhat decent. I will add it as a possible maybe, but that's really about it. It might not stay there. CYTH, what do we have here? CYTH, it's just brutal pre-market action, not a great daily. We'll skip on this one. Doesn't get a lot of volume for the most part. You had a couple of days in here where you hit 35 million, but for the most part, it's just not great. Also, a very low flow stock sitting at 3.8, so we need a lot more volume than that. Here is Goose, GOOS. Pre-market action, okay, could be better. Hopefully, it can start to get going, but I do like their daily. Daily seems decent. What I do not like so far about this one is the type of volume they get. They're very light on volume. 2.3 seems to be the the norm here for these guys. So again, this is just not great volume there. Maybe a possible.
They've got some earnings news coming up. Their revenues gained a bit, so people are kind of seems liking that a little bit.
Okay, nice. So we'll throw it on here. I mean, they are up 18% this morning, which is great. We'll keep it as a possible. Let's see if that's going to get better this morning. APPS, this one's up 17%. Volume is very light. Pre-market is not great, very choppy right now. Daily is interesting, but again, it's just not a great pre-market action. I want to hold off to see if we can find something better for our watch list. CRNT. Also not looking great, up 15%, 260. Again, daily is really messy here as well. We'll hold off on this one also. I'm gonna stop here. Wait, I want to see Billy. Billy tends to trade very well. This morning they're up 11.7, 871. Wow, Billy's nice. Let's look at Billy in here today. So that's in there. Daily has been insane, guys. Just look at this daily. We're talking about beginning of the year. They were at 83. They're now at 150. In December, they were at a 50. Just insane what this thing has done. After November, looks like it just really got cranking here. So 150 this morning, up 11.7. As far as the spread, not bad. We're seeing a couple of cents now. Volume needs to be a little bit cleaner, but we'll see. We'll keep Billy there for now. All right, let's go in here and see what else we have. Sun W. Sun W, actually pre-market is looking all right. Daily's looking okay on Sun W today. I usually don't keep this one on the list. It's not one of the best trading type stocks, but today they might be okay. Up 10% this morning. Spread is decent. Good volume, 584. I think it's worth watching this one today. Normally I would not, but today looks pretty good. All right, let's scroll down. Do we have any names? PayPal, any big names that might be having any type of catalyst? PayPal is up nice today. They are up 6.2 this morning. Pre-market action, maybe we'll put us a possible for now. See if what that wants to do today. But
PayPal is carrying fresh upgrades. Yeah. It looks like Atlantic Equities went ahead and raised their target to 315. So we'll see how that plays for them.
Yeah.
Also looks like nice. The quarter four sales outperformed as well. So looks like good stuff possibly for PayPal.
Yeah, I like this pop today. Their daily has been good. They need more volume, but again, this is typical PayPal action pre-market. Does not mean that it's not a good one. We'll have to wait and see. All right, our gappers down list, guys. A couple of low flows sitting up here, starting with HYER. This one is 14.8 million shares flow, and again, it's just really choppy all over the place right now. Their volume only 214, so you need a whole lot more than that at the moment. So it's very, very light as far as the price action for that type of flow. Here's another one, IPA, 14 million, another low flow.
I got Neo.
What was that? Neo? Neo's
Neo
popping
just
today?
launched. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. 124,000 just dropped in this 5-minute candle here. So this is looking pretty nice. Let's add Neo to our list. Definitely in
That's
play.
breaking out on the 60-minute. We got a daily retracement here, just above 59, between 59 and 60. If it gets out from there, it's probably got a good chance to rally for today quite a bit.
Yeah, I
So it's
do
been
I do see that
consolidating
on
on
here.
low
Yeah,
volume in this lower daily range for a while. So
yeah,
this
yeah,
Neo might actually be a good play today.
yeah. Well, do we have any catalysts on why it's popping up, or just technicals right now? It looks like a
I'm
lot of
looking.
volume for it to come up out of nowhere.
I
But
know
we'll have to see.
EVs got a lot of juice today. I've heard that there's some EV vehicles have surged. I think the report on EV vehicle sales surge this year was really big, and I think that came out recently.
All right, excellent. So we'll keep an eye on Neo, guys. Looking really good right now, pre-market wise, getting some really good volume already at 185. But the most important thing here, the most interesting, is that the last 5 minutes at 135 there. So that is looking good. IPA coming up here. IPA and not the beer. We're 14 million shares flow right now. This is down
Too bad.
14.6. What was that?
That's not too bad.
Yeah, too bad. Yeah, and this looks very, very bad. By the way, not great. So pre-market action is not good. Again, recent IPO looks like too as well, right? We opened up just a couple of weeks ago. So again, nothing good here. I don't like what I'm seeing there. Also, low flow stock. AQB here. Let's zoom in. This is 35.1 million shares flow. Pre-market is active. We have 2.1 million, and this thing is down 13%. Now the daily's not looking too exciting at the moment. Doesn't look great, as you can see here, but worth at least taking a look at. Worth AQB. We'll take a look at that. All right, let's do two more here. AWH. What do we have here? Horrible pre-market action. No volume. We'll skip on that. Down 11.8, but that's about it for those guys. CLOV. This one daily looks all over the place as well. Not looking clean there. 11.5 million shares flow. The pre-market does look interesting though. It does have an interesting pre-market action. We'll come back to it, but again, not the typical type of stock that we will take a look at. All right, let's stop here. Thor, what do you like this morning so far?
So far, I'm really liking stuff that's revolving around the EV sector. Seems to be a lot on that today. Some of the members of our room were sharing some news that's been coming out, which is super helpful. Thank you very much. One is the Chinese NEO announced that they entered into an agreement with the municipal government of Hefei province, where NEO's headquarters is located. So they're going to be jointly building a world-class smart electric vehicle for the industrial campuses. So that's going to be a lot of potential revenue for NEO. So I think that's making them excited. And of course, if all of that's EV, that means the batteries are, everyone who's holding stock in batteries or anyone who's holding stock in competitors may go up. And Apple's announcing they're coming up with EV in 2024. And they're close to a deal with Kia, I think, or something like that to pull that together. So I think the EV sec general, it's either Kia or Hyundai. But anyway, I think the EV sector in general is going to have some juice today. So that's probably where I'm going to be keeping my attention.
Aside from NEO, what's the one you mentioned that might be a good one? We put it on our possibles list. Did you say Kia?
Say that again?
What was the ticker that you will be looking at aside from NEO? I know it's a few of them, but give me two more that you like today.
LI maybe, Apple, and you could do XPEV probably will move with that. And then also just for the plug, we'll go with that. And then on top of that, just for a side thing that I'm keeping an eye on, I'm keeping an eye on Piton today. Piton has been consolidating in a low daily range just above value at 145 for probably about a week now, and their earnings is coming up soon. And I think most people are expecting their earnings to do well, so they're already sitting in a low accumulated range. So if news starts to leak out or people start to get a little enthusiastic ahead of time, you could see Piton pop, and so I'm probably going to keep my eye in there.
All right, excellent. We'll put that on there for now. See how that goes. All right, guys, let's take it to the chat room. Let's start with, who do we have here? Dan. Dan is giving us eBay. Let's take a look at that. What's happening with eBay today? So they're up nice, 8.8 this morning, 445,000. Good move for eBay. Definitely want to keep an eye on that one. That's a nice pop. So eBay will throw it on here. That looks good. eBay can trade very well too in the intraday. We've seen it do some pretty nice stuff there, so that's good. eBay is nice. Edwin is giving us a few here. Let's take a look. DKNG, what do we have there? For the most part, broke out. Remember, we were talking about this 58.32. Broke out of that. Yeah, possible. This could be a good possible. I like this one. Nice on the daily. Baba, and we know Baba has been very active the last couple of days. Still not far from this range, at the top of this range, this 250, 268, 8-ish. I mean, we're slightly above it now, but I think it's still setting up nicely, man, for a possible breakout. So I do like Baba. Wow, I have way too many, but I know there's some stuff in here I'm not going to be looking at and going to remove really fast. Fuel cell, let's take a look at this. Yeah, beautiful daily here as well, guys. Possible breakout in fuel cell. I'm not going to add it, but this was a good one too. Let's take down GameStop. GameStop popped. When is this thing not doing something? So this is a up 2.8, 571 right now. But again, it's not even fun watching it anymore. It was a couple of days ago, but now it's just like, all right, you know, just be done with whatever you're doing and let's get back to business.
That's how I feel.
Yeah, it's not fun even talking about it anymore. It's like that. This was a very
I don't even look at it anymore.
short-lived trend. I gotta tell you. All right, let's head on down here, guys. So Baba, yeah, Baba is good. Did I add Baba? Yep. I love the daily range on it. It could get going, and although the pre-market doesn't look crazy active right now, actually no, it's not bad. No, this is active pre-market action. No, it's just kind of moving sideways a bit here on that 270, but this is good action for Baba. That looks very, very good. All right, XL, I see a lot of you throwing that one out here. What do we have on XL? New partnership. So XL dailies, a lot of consolidation happening between 18 and 21. Kind of stuck within that right now. What is the flow for this, by the way? See some crazy moves the last couple of days in here. So 97, so not a low flow stock. We see a beautiful pop here back last month, and now we're just kind of consolidating. So it does have potential. Volume is great on this one, guys. Yeah, let's take a look at XL. We do have potential. That one moves though. If you look at the prices on this one, you could tell this thing could move. So be very, very careful on that one. All right, American Airlines is next. What do we have here? American Airlines, this one. Yeah, American Airlines got some decent volume today. Interesting. Anything going on with that travel sector? Let me see. United. No, not United's not doing anything. CCL, let's take a look at that one. Haven't seen that one in some time. They're also slightly active today. I had a good day yesterday. I think we can add American Airlines. We'll remove some other stuff on there. Let's take a look at that one. Jesse, I'm sorry, I missed a few from you guys. Let's see, Fubo. Fubo, what do we have here? Fubo's dailies, good.
AAL.
Yeah.
American Airlines just announced they're going to be furloughing 13,000 workers. That's out today. And then it says, and then Finviz is saying airlines earnings mixed. So it may be some, I don't think AAL had earnings, but I think maybe UAL or one of the others did recently.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out exactly where it's at, but it looks like they're putting some employees on. That actually could rally a bit, because if you're furloughing employees, that means you're not spending as much money. So this is one of those moments where it can seem like a bad catalyst, but the investors could actually have a good response to it, because what it shows is that the airline is shoring up their fundamentals in order to cost low. So and they did have earnings. Okay, so that could certainly be worth keeping an eye on. Just remember, AAL is a massively looked at stock by a lot of really, really big institutions, and shareholders tend to actually get beat up by AAL a little bit because it always seems like I get faked out, and because there's just so many involved in it, I just always seem to fall for the fake out. So just keep that in mind when you try to AAL. Really, lots of algos there and stuff like that. So make sure you're really giving yourself an appropriate stop and setting realistic goals for how much movement you intend to get out of it.
Yeah, agree 100%. This is why I prefer sometimes to watch United instead. But United clearly not in play today. I mean, it's not doing anything. But yeah, American Airlines tends to do that. All right, let's head back down here. Fubo. I see a lot of you guys throwing that one out. Fubo this morning, they are up 5%, 409, and their short interest. Where is it? I don't have it here. Short float, 6%. I thought it was a lot higher. Oh no, I'm sorry, that's not Fubo, that's XL. I thought it was a lot higher because someone mentioned that too. Yeah, 71%. Right. So you got a very high short, low flow interest in here. I'm sorry, short interest in this stock. So percentage. So be careful with this one. Again, could create a nice pop and squeeze for us, but this thing can move. We've seen what it can do here. So daily setting up nicely here for possible breakout. I do like this one, man. Our list today is just insane. Fubo. All right, I'm gonna have to stop here because I have no more space. All right, let's take a look at a couple from YouTube here. What do we have? We have PayPal is on deck. Baba, we do have. All right, good. I'm glad that some of the stuff you guys throwing out we do have already. DKNG XL we do have. Excellent. What else? OPTT. I think we looked at that one before. It doesn't trade very well. So again, yeah, you can see this here. This pre-market action is not great at all. I remember this ticker, so we'll skip on that one for now. QCOM in play. QCOM this morning, they have they're down 6.8, 770,000 shares traded at the moment. Nice drop here. Daily looks interesting. Yeah, you know, QCOM is interesting, guys. Very difficult stock to trade, not easy. Don't worry, guys. I know this list looks incredible, and I know you can even see the ones down here, but we're going to chop a lot from there. But QCOM is
That's
interesting.
quite a gap down on QCOM.
Yeah, it is, right? I mean, this is down 6.8 right now. Look at the daily. We're blowing by some of these.
I mean, you got to think yesterday we were trying to expand the daily range and break out from 168, and we failed big time. We opened at 160, went straight down to 162. Today, gapping down, we're at 151. So we've definitely got some negative movement here.
Yeah. Well, any catalysts on this one, guys? What do we have going on in QCOM?
QCOM earnings, I think.
Oh, okay, the earnings were mixed, the results. Okay. And warns about chip shortage. All right, yeah. Well, there's computer chip shortages everywhere. If you're into gaming,
example of recognizing the high volume at the top of the daily trend, you know, pushing that big candle down. There was a lot of people ready for this thing to be a dump yesterday, and they started.
Yeah, no, they definitely prepared for that pretty well. Whoever got out of that early. All right, guys, that is what we have. Let's take a look at our announcements. We're going to come back in and break this list down very well because it's quite a bit this morning.
All right, everybody. So this week we had a pretty interesting, if I'd say so myself, webinar, the beginning of how to use pivots. And we talked a lot about market auction theory. And that was me. So I had a lot of fun there. We had great turnout for the event, and I really, really enjoyed it. We're going to have the recording up for that pretty soon. Had some audio issues on my copy, so I'm trying to splice in some audio to make it sound just right. So my goal is to have that webinar up for everybody before the weekend. Sorry, it's taking a little longer than usual, but you know, I got to deal with that. Next week, we got a really awesome webinar coming up. I think, you know, there's a lot of things that you really, really need to succeed as a trader. And I think this is a really, really big one to pay attention to, which is Peter, our incomparable Peter, is going to be talking about how to trade the right share size for you. Right. And I think that's such a huge thing, especially in a room like BBT, you know,
Thor,
where what's that, Carlos?
So actually, Peter is going to be the following week. Next week, we have Andy, and that's going to be posted on our website very soon this morning. So Andy is next week from Kirshner Trading Group. He is the CEO there. He also has a great story on his personal trading as well. So looking forward to sitting down with him on a town hall Q&A. Yeah, looking forward to that. It's always great to see how other people, you know, approach trading, and I always love to hear how they got into trading. It's always an amazing story when you ask someone that's been doing it for so long, since I think 1995 or the early 90s. So looking forward to that. And then Peter's going to be right after that in the following week. So that's for the announcements.
Cool. Thank you for the correction there. So this week, if you guys didn't get a chance to catch, I heard it was absolutely fantastic. I unfortunately had some family obligations, so I couldn't be there, but I look forward to watching the recording. We had Dr. Kenneth Reed presented the magic of trend lines. Now, you know, keep in mind, Dr. Reed generically helps us more in our, you know, a lot of our psychological stuff as well, right? So seeing how he uses these as a dual function for qualifiers and triggers, really, really cool there. And then next week in the Mental Edge, um, we're gonna have putting the jigsaw pieces together. And I think that's going to be absolutely awesome. So make sure you're around for that one. That's with I always have trouble with her name, but I believe it's Krita, right? Krita? How do you pronounce her name again, Carlos? Help me out so I don't butcher it.
No, I think you have it right, but I'm also pretty bad with
Did I get it
names.
right? All
So
right, thank
you
goodness.
got it good, yeah.
All right, sorry. I very rarely, but super much love and respect, and her stuff is amazing. So make sure you catch that in there. Going into the BBT member trade of the day. Don't forget, everyone. We like to run this little fun time here. Just a really good way of the community to come together and kind of post trades out there, and obviously nothing crazy, but we like to see what you're up to and how it's looking, right? So what you do is you have to have a Twitter account. If you don't have one, put one together. Really pretty simple. As you can see here, we have @NormBBT. Right there. That is obviously not me. I'm not Norm. If you want to find me on Twitter, I'm @ThorYoung, but @Norm is who you're going to want to tag in this thing to be eligible. So you mark up your post, your trade, make it look real nice, notate in what you were up to, and then you tag @BearBullTraders. That's Andrew, @MikeBBT, and @NormBBT. And then use the hashtags BBT Family, Daytrading, and Stock Market. And then every day we're going to pick our best trade and we're going to announce it. That goes into a pool for the trade of the week, right? And then if you win trade of the week, then you get all of the accolades and things that come associated with being amazing. So get some of those in there. I love seeing traders' trades throughout the day, and especially the winners throughout the week. It's a lot of fun. All right. So if you're out there in a YouTube world and you're watching this and you're thinking, man, this place looks amazing, I want to check it out and come by and look and see how cool it would be to be a part of this amazing trading community. Shameless plug. If you're interested in joining Bear Bull Traders, you can try the BBT chat room for 1 week for $24. I mean, that's a fantastic opportunity to get in just to kind of check things out. Your promo code there is premarket24. And that's to our onboarding class as well. That's normally our own Carlos, who's running our pre-market show today, and he'll actually get you through the website, show you how everything works, which is amazing. And then if you're a member in here, or you would like to come in with us, we are running a promotion, 40% off our annual elite membership. So that gets you all the goods for 40% off. Code for that one is going to be New Year.
All right, thank you, Thor. Appreciate that. All right, guys, let's get into it. Let's chop up this list here, starting with our secondary list because we have way too many in here. So QCOM, I'm going to keep on here. I do like what I'm seeing there on the daily. This looks very good. Next, we have Fubo. Fubo is interesting. We'll keep that there for now. American Airlines is decent. Baba, what do we have there? Okay, for now, DKNG is man, it's a lot of good possibles today. LI is okay. LZ, I'm gonna remove this one here. Yep, let's get rid of that one. Here's GO Goose. This one is interesting. I want to keep that there. PayPal, man, no, hold on. I gotta get more picky. Let's start here. Piton. All right, we'll remove Piton for now. I know we're waiting for volume there, so wait for that to hit our scanners. Here is Plug. What do we have on Plug? Plug is interesting. We'll keep that there. So XPEV. So we have a lot of these EV stuff you mentioned, Thor, here. So I'm gonna keep Neo. And I'm going to think about these other ones, right? We keep this in mind. We'll keep XPEV in mind. And we'll actually, you know what? LI too. We'll keep that one too in mind. So we'll get rid of that one for now as well. Apple is good. We'll leave that there. CLOV. This one is dropping nicely. I do not like the daily though. Daily is very, very choppy in here. As far as volume, we got 9.4. It's moving pretty well pre-market wise. So I don't want to completely discard it. I think we'll keep it on here. AQB. It's decent, man. PayPal, Baba. Okay, yeah, we'll come back to this. There's a lot there that looks. There's a lot of potential there, but we got to definitely fine tune this It's a lot of potential there, but we cannot have 10 stocks in our possibles list this morning. All right, let's look at our main list. Billy is decent. It kind of gone flat the last couple of minutes here, so we might downgrade that one. Sun W, we do have some good movement here, guys. The daily looks really nice on Sun W too, by the way. So you got to be careful on managing your risk on this one. It moves very aggressively. Neo's looking very good. Definitely want to keep this one on deck. We have eBay. eBay is nice, and then we have XL also looking very interesting for a possible breakout. All right, so our main list at least is decent. We have some good stuff there. QCOM we'll keep there. Fubo, let's see. Fubo I'm going to remove. Fubo is going to be great if it can break out of this 52 area. You got a lot of room to run here. I'm going to wait for that to hit our turbo breakup, so we got to get a little bit picky here. American Airlines, Thor, I'm going to go with you, man. I think this stock is fun to watch, but it can be so choppy at times. I'm going to wait for this to hit our scanners, and I hope that one of our members is going to be watching this. I'll call it off. We see something great there. Baba is okay. I like Baba. It's been trading so well. A couple of days in here, it's been moving really, really well, especially in this area. If you guys remember, when it was winding up, getting ready for this breakout, it moved very well. So I'm hoping that we can get a few more of those days. DKNG actually,
I like Baba's daily a lot.
I do. It's very, very nice. Very, very nice.
We're kind of getting into that breakout area, right? Like,
Yep.
there's really little resistance between here and maybe 285, and then we go area. So I mean, there's definitely a nice spot here.
Agree. And then we saw again when this thing dropped down to what, 210 or something, 211. I mean, these days here were very clean. I know they look messy here, but if you look at the intraday plays here, short and long, it traded very nice, which is usually not the way Baba trades. DKNG is good, guys. I like the possible breakout here. GOOS, you know what, I love the pop. I really do. Up 18.7. But I think I'm going to remove it. I just think that it could be a bit choppy. The spread is still 10 cents. I'm going to remove this one. I think with QCOM, Baba, and DKNG, I prefer to have these on my secondary list. I think PayPal has potential. Great pop this morning. Has earnings on it as well. I think we'll keep that one on there. AQB, what do we have here? AQB, well, I'm having second thoughts, so you know what, I'll just get rid of that one. Let's get rid of AQB. CLOV, it's very active. I don't like the daily on this though. I really do not like the daily. Let's get rid of this. And I think this is a better list. All right, we have Plug, which I like trading because we traded very well in the past. Yeah, for example, CLOV looks better at pre-market than Plug does. But I like Plug because I know it can trade better. I know it can trade very clean when it goes in play, when it breaks out. Look at the daily here, the consolidation you're having. You have a lot of clean room towards the top here, all the way almost up to 73.63 if we can get going. So I'm looking at these things and kind of the way I trade, and I think this one is better for me to have as a secondary list opposed to CLOV. So if you're wondering, wait a minute, this has more volume, it's moving a lot more, and Plug doesn't. There's some other stuff that you want to look at as well as you as a trader that you want to decide on keeping a stock or not on your list, especially when you have a lot of options to choose from. All right, let's start with Billy, guys. Let's do some levels here. Billy's not looking too great though. We'll do levels for it, but we might drop this down. It's gone a little flat the last couple of minutes here. Started off very well. High of the pre-market 154. Oh, it's not there. It's higher actually. It's going to be a lot higher than that. Here we go. All the way up here, 154.69, high of the pre-market. This 152 though is still good. Mark that down. You have a lot of touches on that 152. Towards the bottom of the pre-market here, you also have 149.20. A lot of support happening there, and then your pre-market low is all the way down at 137.89. Again, really far out from the price action. I think before you even get there, you have another level off your daily here at 144.28. So we'll put a level on there as well. Here is Sun W. Again, normally we wouldn't watch this one, but the daily does look interesting. They're up 9.2 this morning with some good volume. High of the pre-market 22.84. Above that, we have a spike all the way up to 29.26. So this thing does have potential. And look at the moves that it makes, right? All January, we had a lot of great days in here with some good pops. So let's see if this thing wants to do another one of those today. I love the pre-market pretty much by the previous day close right on there, and the high from yesterday. The price action right now is sitting at a level of support and resistance. You can see it here on the pre-market, which I'm going to mark it down 22.13. And then on the daily, you can see some resistance happening there, some support happening there as well. So again, I do like that 22.13 level where we're sitting at now. Slightly above the 22.84, you do have a couple of levels here. I like this one here, 24.14. You got resistance, and you also have the drop here on this day here, and then another one here, 25.65. Again, it might seem like a lot of levels, guys, but if you're going from 22 to 24 to 25.65 to 29, it's a very, very big move. So you want to keep in mind that $22 stocks that can move 50 cents plus is a very, very good thing. All right, here's NEO, guys. So NEO, let's remove some of the levels we have here, get some fresh ones. High of the pre-market at the moment, 59.55. We'll throw a level there. Above that, we do have this level here at a 60.73. And then up here, it gets a little bit messy, but we do have obviously this one here. We're going to mark this one down, 64.50. And then in between here, maybe a minor area of support and resistance. I'm going to put 62.70. The reason for that, you have a lot of days opening and closing right around this area. So that's pretty good. A lot of touches on there. You had definitely a lot of previous day close listed there. So let's mark that 62.70 as a minor area for now. Then towards the bottom, guys, previous day close. The highs from the last 2 trading days. Right in here, 55, 54.90 looks like, and then also previous day close, and the 2 highs are pretty much covering you now. Pre-market wise, great volume, guys. We're hitting that 1.3 million right now. NEO is definitely in play today. Again, there's days that they get the volume, they don't do so well, but today they're definitely in play. That daily looks amazing. Here's eBay, guys. eBay, really big pop for them. They're up 9% this morning. High of our pre-market 64.40, and the low is 63.10. So we'll mark those 2 there. Pre-market action right now looks good. This is great pre-market action for eBay. They typically do not put a very clean pre-market action, but this looks very nice, guys. You got a nice little range here, 570 as far as volume. Towards the bottom, if you look down, the next area of support on the daily is going to be the 60.51. And I don't remember when's the last time we were up here. So let's go back a bit. I don't believe we're all-time highs. I think eBay was had some peaks in the past that were just crushing it, but maybe we might be
all-time high for the past couple of years, if nothing else.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So again, I'm not gonna go back. I already went back 2012, and we'll keep it there, guys.
The strong downlight, Carlos, is the top from it's like the early July 2020. It's got that top that just sticks right out there. So if we sell off a little bit in the open, that might be where we come down to get a bounce.
July
like $61 basically.
$61, yeah.
Like right around like $61.
Right, so I'll throw it on here. It looks pretty close to this one too. I mean, it looks like we have resistance there before that 60.53. So yeah, definitely we'll be looking out for that there as well. Nice big pop for them today, guys. 9.6, looking good this morning. Now XL, again, typically I wouldn't watch something like this, but XL does have potential. This probably could be more of a possible type stock. We'll do some levels here. 21.96. Oh, did I have that marked down already? I think I did. Let's remove it, put it again. 21.98, high of our pre-market at the moment. Again, very active pre-market. I like the daily for a possible breakout, and we know the stock can do that because we've seen it done before here. Just an incredible pop, guys, from 20 to 35 on this day here. So very nice. Above that, another level right on here, guys, off the daily, 23.35, and then we have some other ones up here. I do like this one here as well. This 25.85, close to 26 there. But you know what? I think this is more of a possible. I mean, it has done great in the past, but I'm going to move it down as a possible, and then let's see what else looks great here. QCOM might be one that I'll keep an eye on. Baba's looking very good. DKNG is decent. They're going to get the volume. It's all about, are they going to trade clean today? Are they going to be or are they going to be a choppy? Probably QCOM. I think QCOM is going to go up here. So we'll throw QCOM up. We'll move down XL for now. Let's get rid of this one, and then we'll throw QCOM on here. All right, guys, that is our list. Again, it's a lot to look. We did a lot of work to get down to just this right here. Your list could look completely different and still be amazing because there's a lot to choose from today. So again, there's some personal criteria I put in here as well. Like for example, if I trade Billy Gray in the past before, I'm going to put it again, even though another one might look slightly better, right? And talking about Billy, starting to get going right now here, so that's looking really nice today. All right, let's take a look at our moderators. Let's see what we have going on here. Let's bring in our visuals this morning. Okay, here we go. Let's get rid of some of this stuff here. Okay, and all right, let's bring that over so you guys can take a look at what our moderators are watching today. We are starting with Peter. So Peter, no IPOs being reported today. SANA, ATC, LABP, and maybe SNSE and LDI. So those are the IPOs for today. His watch list is Apple, QCOM, NEO. Secondary list AMD, eBay, EVXL, and PayPal. Again, all of these I think I have on my list as well, except for AMD, but really nice list. Again, just a lot going on today. Watch list for Eamon, he's watching TIGR, TLRY, QCOM. Secondary list mRNA, BABA, and Snap. Not liking much today for the way he trades. Okay, very good. Tiffany likes Apple, Neo. Secondary list BABA, QCOM, and DKNG. And Thor, you're what are you doing here? You're just stealing people's lists, right? So he's taking Tiffany's list there. Apple, Neo, BABA, QCOM, and DKNG for Thor as well. Here's Andrew's list. He's looking at CCL, Neo, Apple, PayPal, QCOM, Sun Q or Sun W. Is there a Sun Q too? AVXL as well. Again, pretty good list there. Also, Brian Plug, CLOV. I took this one off, but this one's very active, guys. You know, if you like this one, this is very active. Goose, AVXL. So far, he's still looking. And Peter is adding SKLX, LZ, excuse me, and Brian is adding BLNK. All right, so again, a lot going on today. Notice how different our lists look. We have some of them that are overlapping each other, but our list today, again, so much to choose from. So guys, definitely put your filters on what you like. After you look at the stuff that's active, check what you like for yourself as well. All right, so this is what we have. All right, we have some people that that did get trade ideas. So if you want to get trade ideas, guys, we do have a link on our website. You can get a discount by using our discount code Vancouver15. But if you want to link trade ideas, I got this question today. You can go here to tools and you hit external linking. And when you do that, you're going to get this little pop-up menu. I'll unlink mine now to show you how it looks. And all you have to do is you click on here at link, and then you go over to your montage window right here where you have eBay, and you hit shift. You do that, you hit OK, this thing is going to come up here, you're all set. And then now when you click on your on any of your scanners on trade ideas, it's going to populate this this ticker over on your montage. So again, you have to do it every morning. Well, it's unfortunate it doesn't save that way, but still, if you're trading the whole day, if you're trading even 30 minutes and you're going through tickers, this is going to save you a lot of typing. So take advantage of that. And again, we have a discount for you guys for trade ideas. It is an amazing tool. If you do not have it, it's a must for sure. So that is all we have. Thor, anything else before we log off?
No, man. I think we've got a big list as usual. We seem to have more than we can. It'd be nice just to have one or two staring us in the face saying this is what we're going to trade today. But really good stuff. Out of everything I went through, and why I said I'm stealing Tiffany's list is because I started to type out my list, and then I looked up to the top and I noticed it was the exact same list. So I thought it'd be funny to say stealing Tiffany's list.
That is perfect.
DKNG is the one I didn't talk about a lot that I actually like today, because it is it's breaking out on its daily range, but it only has like maybe one or two tiers that goes up before it's going to basically just break out into all-time highs. So we're definitely near some stuff here if the volume can come in, and we're above R4. So I think I'm going to be looking for a couple of those. So that's it.
Absolutely, guys. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. Andrew and Brian are up next to take us through the open. And remember, Thor, you're on tonight for the mentorship. So in the webinar room, it is true. Thursday, so Thor will be on at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Do not miss that. See you guys later tonight. Take care, everyone. Have a good one, and we'll see you tomorrow as well at 8:30 in the morning. Take care, guys.